Yo, Chicago Sports Hub, what's going on? We could do UFC recap, talk about what happened over the weekend, and we got the free pick of the day, October 23rd, Monday. Let's dive into the recap real quick. I'm going to talk about the main card. There was a lot of fights that we talked about last episode, but I'm going to cut it short and just talk about the main card. Let's talk about the first one, man. Saeed Nurmagomedov, he won by submission in the first round. Shout out to him. He lost to Jonathan Martinez last fight. But this fight, he bounced back and got a first-round submission. I didn't expect him to get a submission because he's not a submission artist. But it looked like he was about to get in trouble. So he just instantly, got him. He won by submission. I want to see what's next for Saeed Nurmagomedov. I want to see what's next for all these guys. Because all these guys showed out on this main card. Let's talk about this next fight. Ikram, he knocked out Wally Alvarez, man, in the first round. Whoo-wee! He landed a clean knee shot to the face, to the chin, and dropped him. Ikram is definitely going to be a problem in the middleweight class. I've been saying it since his first fight in the UFC. And it's kind of crazy. This is only his second fight in the UFC, and he's showing out. There's a lot of people saying, like, oh, why would he fight a top-ranked guy in the top 10? He's on his only second fight in the UFC. Like, are you kidding me? Look at his background. Look what he did this weekend. He showed out. I want to see Paulo Costa versus Ikram. That will be a banger, a great fight. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what's next for Ikram as well in the middleweight division, because we need to see some new blood in that middleweight division. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's next for him. Let's talk about this next fight. What was going on? What the heck, man? Magomed versus Johnny Walker. It was a draw, no contest. Now listen, it was Magomed's fault. It was his fault. This guy can't catch a break. I don't know what's going on with him. Magomed, okay, so for UFC, when you have a knee down on the ground or your hand down on the ground, sorry guys. If you have your hand down on the ground or your knee down on the ground, you cannot knee that person in the head. And that's what happened. Johnny Walker had his knee down on the ground and Magomed still kneed him to the face. So they paused the fight. The doctor went to go talk to Johnny Walker. Hey, are you okay? Are you ready to fight? But they asked him, where are you? And Johnny Walker said, the desert. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, Abu Dhabi is a desert. But this goofy doctor, man, he kind of ruined it. But it was Magomed's fault. So this fight was a no contest. It was a draw. Only because it was in the first round. Now, let's say if it was the second or third round and Magomed did that, he would have lost. So now you guys know. But hopefully they rebook this fight, Magomed versus Johnny Walker, because I want to see what was going to happen. This would have been a good fight. So let's see if Dana White and the UFC rebook this fight. I'm pretty sure they will. But man, yeah, Magomed can't catch a break. Wow. Let's talk about this next one, the co-main event. Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev. Chimaev, he won by decision. The fight went all 3 rounds. The first round, Chimaev was a 10-8. He was dominating the first round. But the second and third round, it looked like Usman was picking it up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty close fight. And honestly, if this was a 5-round fight, I think Usman would have stole this fight, guys. Because he was looking like he was getting warmed up. And he was about to, I don't know, he was landing some clean jabs. That strong jabs he has. But man, I feel bad for Usman, man. He was one of my favorite welterweight fighters. It's looking like it's going downhill for him. Hopefully that's not the case. I think it is the case, though. Sadly, I just don't want to admit it. But I hope Usman can at least fight one more time and try to get back into the title. Back trying to fight for the title. Yeah, I just don't know what's next for Usman, man. Let's see. But Chimaev, we all know he won. There's a lot of people saying he didn't really deserve it because he barely beat a welterweight on a late notice 10-day fight, whatever. But Chimaev, he broke his hand in this fight as well. We'll see if he's gonna actually fight Sean Strickland for the middleweight. Let's see. And okay, listen. If Chimaev's fucking hand is broken, right? Excuse my language. If his hand is broken and he cannot fight and it's gonna take him a while to recover, then I will not be surprised if they book Duplessis versus Charles Strickland, because that's who I think is next in line for that middleweight title. That middleweight title. So, yeah, Chimaev, if he's taking too long to recover that broken hand or whatever's going on with his hand, he might have to sit out. But he's definitely up next though for the title. He's just up next. That's my opinion on it. But yeah, man, that's the co-main event. Let's talk about the main event. Oh, it hurt the soul. It hurt the soul as a fan, not a better. Islam Makhachev knocked out TKO Volkanovski, man, with a clean leg kick. It reminded me of what Leon Edwards did to Usman. It was a clean leg kick, man. Dropped him. It dropped him. Man, it hurt. It hurt because I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of Islam. I've always been a fan of Islam. If you know me from years back, or if you guys watch this channel for a while, you know how much I hype up Islam. And Volkanovski, he's one of my favorite fighters too. But I honestly thought Volkanovski to win, but he didn't. Should have known better. 10-day notice. Didn't even have a camp to prepare himself in for this one. But you got to give the credit where credit's due to Islam. You know what I'm saying? He knocked out one of the greatest strikers in UFC. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people saying that, oh, he's only a wrestler, this and that. He's only do submissions, but he's knocking people out. He just knocked out one of those greatest strikers in UFC. And people is arguing about this, that like Islam could be even better than what Khabib was in the UFC because Khabib didn't strike. Wasn't knocking people out. Islam is. And man, Islam looked huge. He looked kind of pretty big compared to his last fight to Volkanovski. But I got to give credit where credit's due to Islam, man. He showed out and he made a statement in the first round knockout. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's next for Islam. People are talking about Justin Gaethje, but I honestly think it should be Charles Oliveira first, then Justin Gaethje. Because man, if I'm being honest with you, I think that's the only person who could beat Islam in a full training camp, preparing himself. I think that's the only person who could beat him. If I'm wrong, then there's nobody gonna stop Islam, bro. What? He could get you with the submissions and he can knock you out? That's trouble, man. That is trouble. So let's see what's next. Let's see what Dana White does with Islam, for this next event. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that long because it was the first round. Islam didn't take that much damage, so let's see. It could be pretty soon for this lightweight division. Yeah, man. That's the UFC recap. Yep, that's about it. We did pretty good, solid overall. We just only had Volkanovski and Nathaniel Wood wrong. It stung, it hurt. But yeah, man, that's about it. The next main event, I think, is John Jones versus Stipe, and it's coming up. It's around the corner. I'm thinking that's like a whole month away. It is, but it's still a few weeks away from now, man. It's like two weeks away. So stay tuned for that episode, man. That one's gonna be big as well. But let's move on to the free pick of the day, man. October 23rd, Monday. We got Monday Night Football. 49ers versus the Vikings. They're at Minnesota. Listen, no Deebo Samuel. Christian McCaffrey, he's coming to this game questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play. I'm not too sure if they're going to have him on a full snap count or they're going to put Elijah Mitchell in there, the backup running back. So I like George Kittle over 4.5 receptions. I think they're going to give him the ball a little more often. The Vikings, I don't know, they can't really stick tight ends like that. And like I said earlier, Deebo Samuel's out, so he might get more receptions than what he usually gets throughout the season. So, yeah, man. George Kittle, 4.5 receptions. Let's get it.